Right now, a look at the latest results in the race for the White House as votes are still being counted in battleground states. And we'll take a look at disinformation circulating online about Wisconsin voter turnout and ballot counting.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for joining us. The race to determine the next president of the United States of America is coming down to a few battleground states where ballots are still being counted. This is a live look at the latest electoral map. The race remains too close to call in Arizona, Nevada, and Georgia, with Democratic nominee Joe Biden holding a slight lead in the western states and President Trump with an edge in Georgia. If Biden picks up two of those states, he will be president. Or Pennsylvania, that could also send Biden to the White House. President Trump is leading in the Keystone State, but the majority of outstanding ballots are in Democratic-friendly areas.
I feel very good about Pennsylvania. Virtually all the remaining ballots to be counted were cast by mail.
The president tweeted this morning, "Stop the count." The president promised that he would send in the lawyers, and that's exactly what he's doing, with the campaign filing lawsuits in multiple states and demanding a recount in Wisconsin. The Biden campaign says it'll fight the lawsuits to make sure every vote is counted. A judge in Georgia has dismissed a lawsuit by the state Republican Party and President Trump's campaign. The suit asked him to ensure a coastal county that includes the heavily Democratic city of Savannah was following state laws on processing absentee ballots. The judge did not provide an explanation for the decision. Falsehoods are circulating on social media about Wisconsin's vote counting process. The Wisconsin Center for Investigative Journalism reports Michael Corduroy, a conservative commentator, incorrectly claimed on Twitter to have, quote, direct evidence of fraud. The tweet claimed Wisconsin has more votes than people registered to vote. He says the total number of registered voters is about 3.13 million, more than the total number of votes cast. That is not true. The Wisconsin Center for Investigative Journalism cites Wisconsin Elections Commission data that the state had 3.68 million voters registered as of November 1st. Reed Magny, a spokesperson for the commission, says the registration Corduroy is using is either old or made up, and that his tweet appears to be intentional disinformation. Another claim the Center for Investigative Journalism points out is the false narrative that Wisconsin's vote counting process can't be trusted. A pro-Trump Twitter account posted that the president lost the lead, quote, after they dumped a trove of emails, of mail-ins, that is, from Milwaukee. Why did it take hours for this to be released? I'm not buying it, end of quote. The Center for Investigative Journalism cites Madison journalism professor Mike Wagner, who says election officials had long anticipated that Wisconsin clerks would continue counting early and absentee votes past the election day. Wagner says since it is bad for their side, Trump supporters are crying foul when there is no foul. Let's head to the Weather Center now. Meteorologist Chris Reese has a look at your first warn forecast. Continued unseasonably warm temperatures.
That's right, and continued dry weather really across the country as a whole. Still, the only place you see any kind of precipitation falling, that's going to be over the Pacific Northwest. Meanwhile, the rest of the country is in the sunshine today. That includes us right here in south central Wisconsin. Let's take a look outside. Look at that, 66 degrees. We're still seeing our winds out of the south, but at 3. So our southerly wind is nowhere near as strong as it was at this time yesterday. By the afternoon, we'll actually start to see a northerly and northwesterly wind begin to take over. Still, temperatures are going to be on the warm side. Check out Camp Douglas and Watoma right now, both at 70. Mineral Point and Bosco Bell just 2 degrees away from reaching the 70-degree mark. We're going to get real close here in Madison if we don't do it. Look for those highs topping out right around 69. Enjoy this, because the battle between fall and winter is coming up as we move into next week.
Yeah, it's nice to have the windows open, the furnace off, the first week of November.
I know, this is a real treat for us.
It is. All right, we'll see you in a few minutes, Chris. Thank you. The battle for the Senate is not over, with results from some key races not in yet. What is clear, predictions of a Democratic blue wave are not panning out. Nancy Cordes reports from New York.
To the people of Maine, thank you, thank you.
Maine Republican Susan Collins blocked one path to a Democratic majority, winning a 5th term in the Senate despite a high-profile challenge from State House Speaker Sarah Gideon.
I feel that this is an affirmation of the work that I'm doing in Washington to fight hard every day.
Other Senate Republicans fended off well-funded foes in Iowa, Texas, and South Carolina.
I'm going back to the Senate with a purpose.
Now the fight for control comes down to 3 states with tight races. The first is North Carolina, where Republican Senator Tom Tillis retains a small lead over Democrat Cal Cunningham, with nearly all the votes counted. CBS News hasn't projected a winner, but Tillis did.
We did it against all the odds, right? I mean, have we heard this before? You're down in the polls, there's no chance of winning. And I believed in every single one of you.
Georgia Republican David Perdue is being more cautious. He's leading Democrat John Ossoff, but if Perdue slips below 50%, the race will go to a January runoff. Another Georgia Senate race is definitely headed to a runoff between Senator Kelly Loeffler and Pastor Raphael Warnock, meaning we'll likely wait for months to find out which party controls the Senate. The Senate's current leader, Mitch McConnell, admitted yesterday he's in suspense, just like everyone else.
I don't know whether I'm going to be the defensive coordinator or the offensive coordinator.
In Arizona, former astronaut Mark Kelly is likely to defeat Republican Senator Martha McSally. And former Colorado Governor John Hickenlooper is headed to the Senate after beating Republican Senator Cory Gardner.
It's time for a different approach. It's time to start solving problems and helping people. And that's exactly what I intend to do.
Even if everything goes the Democrats' way, they will only end up with a razor-thin majority.
That was Nancy Cordes reporting from New York. Over on the House side, Democrats are expected to keep their majority with a much slimmer margin. Even though they flipped 2 red seats to blue, Republicans flipped 8, and there are still more than 24 races considered toss-ups. Breaking news, a judge has declined to move the trial of 4 Minneapolis police officers charged in the death of George Floyd. Defense attorneys argued the pretrial publicity had made it possible for 4 men to get a fair trial. Moving the trial away from Minneapolis to less diverse areas of the state likely would have affected the makeup of the jury. The judge also ruled all 4 will be tried together. Madison police, with the help of 2 canine officers, arrested 2 14-year-old boys following an armed robbery and high-speed chase on the Beltline. We have new video from the homeowner who noticed a break-in around 6:15 near Midvale Boulevard and Mineral Point Road. They saw 5 intruders on their home security system, including 1 carrying a handgun. They cut a screen and entered through an unlocked window, stealing items from the house and the victim's Jeep Grand Cherokee. The Jeep had GPS technology, and 2 of the 14-year-olds were also wearing court-ordered ankle bracelets. So police were able to track them down in Monona and use spikes to flatten the tires. The young driver reached estimated speeds of 90 to 100 miles per hour on the Beltline and eventually crashed in Madison on Grandview Boulevard near the Arboretum. The 2 14-year-olds are in custody. To our COVID-19 headlines now, public health officials are reporting a substantial and sustained growth of new infections and continue asking people to change their behaviors.
We're also seeing more clusters of illness in a variety of different workplaces. And so we're asking you to think back to what you did at the beginning of the pandemic, remap how things are going in your workspace, to think about whether you have your physical distancing still adhered to, how your break room is set up, or if you can stagger shifts, and ask for you to consider making sure that everybody who can work from home is, or to alter the way that you do your business.
In Dane County, there are 17,220 cases, and the 14-day average is 281 cases per day, up from 217 cases per day last week. There are 134 people hospitalized in Dane County, with hospitalizations in every age group. Well, starting next week, the school district of Baraboo will allow families to choose their preferred method of instruction for their student. The district will continue offering in-person learning 5 days a week for students in all grades, but parents can select a new normal for their second half of the school year, which could be all virtual learning or in-person classes and early release on Wednesday afternoon. Enrollment at UW campuses across the state has dropped nearly 2% overall amid the pandemic that forced most classes online. The UW system reports that only 3 of its 13 campuses saw enrollment increases, while 11 saw drops. The biggest declines were UW Platteville, down almost 9%, and UW Milwaukee, down about 5%. UW Madison saw enrollment grow by 1%. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. I'm next. We'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
60 years ago, Americans spent about 90 minutes a day eating dinner together. Now, that time has dwindled to a pathetic 12 minutes. So, what can we do?
Andrew Larson here, owner of Larson Home Services. You know your gutters are filling up fast and you're going to have to clean them eventually. Why not give up that chore forever with a new Leaf Guard gutter system, guaranteed to never clog, and the only gutter system with a good housekeeping seal. You can leave that ladder in your garage forever. And now is the perfect time. It's our biggest deal of the year. Free installation labor, no interest for 12 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your Leaf Guard purchase. Call now to set up a free estimate.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stained caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, or if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So for this Thanksgiving holiday, stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour, and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution.
After just 7 days, the results were awesome. Power Swabs was easy to use every day, and each day I could see it better and better, and from beginning to end, it's definitely whiter. They look clean, they feel clean, and people have made comments about it, which is nice.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. This Thanksgiving, order Power Swabs and receive up to 40% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 40% on your purchase and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. Download the Channel 3000 Firstborn app, sponsored by Group Health Cooperative, and be prepared for anything headed our way.
60 years ago, Americans spent about 90 minutes each day eating dinner together. Now that time has dwindled to less than 12 minutes. It's something that can't be ignored. According to the National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse, kids and teens who eat dinner 3 or more times per week with their families do better in school, are less likely to be overweight, are more likely to eat healthier, are less likely to get involved with drugs and alcohol, and have a better relationship with their parents. One way to get everyone to spend more time at the table is to serve them something they're gonna love. So how about sauteing a few thick-cut pork chops that we've dusted with some seasoned flour until they're golden? And to take them over the top, we simmer them in a sauce that we made by combining some orange marmalade, a splash of OJ, and a bit of Dijon mustard. Not only are these easy to make, but everyone at the table is gonna love them. And you know what that means. They're gonna wanna stick around looking for more. And while they're there, they'll be talking up a storm. To get the recipe for our marmalade Dijon pork chops, head over to our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found the perfect gather around the table way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Next at noon, sunny skies and mild temperatures today. The weekend is looking really nice as well, with a chance for high temperatures to reach 70. Chris has your first warn forecast next.
The best deals in America are on now at Ashley Home Store's Black November Veterans Day mattress sale. Get amazing holiday deals and doorbusters from top mattress brands. Plus, interest-free financing for up to 6 years. Only at Ashley Home Store. Thanks to those who served.
I've always had jobs centered on helping people, But now, with a nursing degree from Herzing University, I've made it a career.
Having a job was one thing, but having a career, to me, that meant something completely different. With a little hard work and a degree from Herzing University, anything is possible.
I'm possible at Herzing.
For almost 50 years, Falco's provided the Midwest with the industry's best home renewal experience. In doing so, we're improving lives one home at a time. Before the winter weather moves in, take advantage of 20% off all windows, siding, and doors, and keep your family safe, warm, and comfortable all season long. Start your home improvement project with Feldco today. 20% off won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
When I grow up, I want to be an expert in something. I want to know what it would be like to make a difference. I want to be a part of something bigger, to help people, to change lives. When I grow up, I want to show the world that anything is possible. But now I know that making a difference doesn't take much.
It just takes me. Join our team. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
The best deals in America are at Ashley Home Store's Black November Veterans Day sale. Save up to 60% off Black Friday deals and doorbusters now. Plus, interest-free financing for 3 years and bonus Black Friday discounts at checkout. Only at Ashley Home Store. Thanks to those who served.
Hi, folks. Friday morning, we're getting an inside look at the canvassing efforts to verify the outcome of the election here in Wisconsin.
Plus, a preview of a big holiday tradition kicking off the weekend in Madison.
We'll see you from 4:30 to 7 on News 3 Now this morning.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
We have an update on the latest unemployment numbers, and cruises are being canceled at least through the end of the year. Diane King Hall has your Money Watch report.
Companies working on creating a coronavirus vaccine is out with its quarterly report card today. AstraZeneca says profits soared 55% to more than $1.1 billion. Its results were driven by sales of cancer drugs. As for its coronavirus vaccine, it is currently in late-stage trials and expects to release results before the year is out. Another 751,000 Americans filed for unemployment benefits last week, according to the Labor Department. That was more than expected, and more than 362,000 people filed for pandemic-related unemployment assistance. Cruises are canceled through at least the end of the year. Carnival joined Norwegian and Royal Caribbean in canceling cruises for the remainder of 2020 due to new guidelines tied to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention lifted its no-sale order on Friday, provided certain safety protocols were in place. And it is National Cashback Day, where shoppers can get cash back from big-name retailers simply for shopping. The idea behind the day was that shoppers could start early on holiday deals and get some bang for their buck. The day is only a year old and falls on the first Thursday of November. Some participating retailers this year include Sephora, Macy's, and American Eagle. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Diane King Hall.
Thank you, Diane. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up another 456 points. The NASDAQ up 242. The S&P 500 up 61. Wall Street's on a roll. Let's check in now with Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee. How are you?
Well, not bad. Not bad. On a day like this, how can you be anything but good? And I'm telling you, the markets are looking halfway decent, maybe with the exception of dairy. One interesting tidbit that I kind of want to go back to real quick because of all the pandemic-related information. Just got off the phone with Neil Nowosky, who is one of the loan officers with Compeer Financial. You know, for a lot of our farms, they picked up that Paycheck Protection Plan, that money that basically allowed them to kind of keep operating. Neil was telling me that if you are thinking about pulling the trigger and trying to get that forgiven, you might want to tap the brakes a little bit. They said that there are still not clear decisions in Washington, D.C. as how is that PPP income is going to be considered. The Small Business Administration may have one goal, but the IRS has a different classification on PPP, and now they are expecting after the election that there might be another revisit on how it's going to be classified. So given the fact that a lot of our Wisconsin farmers received an awful lot of federal and state support to weather the pandemic, you really have to take a look at all those elements. And if you have never done tax planning before, now is the time to talk to your tax planner and figure out how you want to deal with that before you pull the trigger on PPP. And he did say that sometimes your lenders may be saying to ask for the forgiveness now. That's your lender. That's not your accountant necessarily. They have a different spin on things. So that's a conversation you want to have today. A little bit of a wrap up as far as what's happening with agriculture and the election. So we lost an awful lot of leadership when it comes to our agriculture committees, both through retirement and then Colin Peterson losing as the chair of the House Ag Committee in Minnesota. You add it all up, and just through retirements and those losses, we have lost 85 years of agriculture leadership. Colin Peterson basically wrote the last farm bill, and we are not going to be able to replace that kind of knowledge, that kind of connectedness with the agriculture community in short order. So that's something that I want to note. Also, Brad Path, former Wisconsin Ag Secretary designee, is headed back to Madison, only this time around as our newest state senator. He defeated challenger Dan Kapankny up in that La Crosse area, and he is going to be on his way back to the Capitol with a little bit different role. Dairy today, barrel cheese was down 3/4 cents at 2.48 3/4. 40-pound block cheese dropped 13 1/4 cents, 2.49 3/4. Double A butter was unchanged for today.
All right, where's your Packer stuff?
Oh, it's laying right over there. It's Thursday. I'm not thinking about it.
All right, go Pack.
Go Pack.
We'll leave it there. Thank you, Pam. Here's Chris now with more on this lovely weather.
Yeah, that's right, Mark. I was just looking at a calendar to confirm the time of the year, and it is that first week of November, and here we are with temperatures that we would normally see, say, in August or September around here. It's definitely warm as we head into the afternoon, and we are flirting with that 70-degree mark yet again for the second day in a row. Some folks have already made it. Mineral Point at 70, Camp Douglas and Wautoma are also at 70. We're at 66 in Janesville and Madison, 65 for our friends in Monroe. Pay attention to the wind direction, though. Right when you get towards the north and west of the driftless region, that is cold front that gradually pushes its way on down towards the south and east. But there's not much in the way of moisture out there. So our skies continue to be clear. For us in Madison, winds are gradually out of the south at 3 miles per hour right now. But here's high-resolution Doppler across the state as a whole. We're quiet. We're going to be staying that way really throughout the Midwest as we go through today. And then eventually more cloud cover tries to sneak on in. Speaking of cloud cover, check out the Ohio Valley over towards the Great Lakes. That's where the cloud cover is associated with the front. Back behind that, it's sunshine all over again. This is the sunshine that I expect to stick with us as we move into the weekend. The key is that weather typically comes from our west. So whatever is upstream per se, that's what our weather is likely going to be. Still, you see that influence of the southerly flow on the western side of this area of high pressure on the eastern seaboard. Once this front moves through, the real difference you're going to notice is a change in wind direction. You're not going to see much in a difference of temperature. Let me show you what I mean. This is this afternoon. We're talking temperatures right around 70 again for those highs. But the thing is, that front is so weak that southerly wind takes right back over overnight and into tomorrow. 45 for your overnight low. We will top out into the upper 60s and low 70s again into tomorrow. But we're going to increase that southerly flow with a little bit more cloud cover into Saturday. If we don't make it to 70 today and we don't do it tomorrow, I have more confidence that you're going to make it to 70 Saturday and or Sunday as we continue to see the influence of this big ridge of warmer temperatures over our area. Now, eventually, the trough with the cooler air mix works its way in as we move into next week. The question is just how transient is that? Does it come and stick around, or does it come and go? I'm leaning towards coming for a couple of days and then warming back up, and then another one comes for a couple of days and then we warm back up. We're going to enter into what's likely going to be a little bit more of a volatile pattern in terms of storm system, rain, back-end flurries, and we warm up and have a nice couple of days before the next storm system comes through.
It's that time of the year.
Yes, it is.
All right, Chris, thank you. Next to noon, we'll introduce you to our pet of the week, a cat named Hazel. Stay with us.
3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Healthy Minds, we recognize these are trying times, but we're here to help. Our personalized care and expertise in cutting-edge therapies can help you maintain good balance and vitality in your life. We can help you and those you care about. Contact Healthy Minds today.
Get the products you use every day at Menards. Keep your home well lit and comfortable with Lutron dimmers. Lutron dimmers add style while saving you money on your energy bill. They're all 11% off. While you're shopping, stock up on Energizer batteries. Grab a 16-pack of Energizer AA or AAA batteries for only $8.99 each after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Knoll Manor Retirement Living in Verona provides extraordinary supportive living with compassion and grace. We offer independent living, assisted living, and closer care living options. We understand that staying social is important to everyone's well-being. That's why Knoll Manor provides engaging activities and ways to stay active and connect with others. There's yoga, bingo, outdoor music, and so much more, all while keeping your health and safety in mind. Knoll Manor Living. Welcome home. Contact us today to set up your virtual tour.
If you're on Medicare, remember, the annual enrollment period is here. The time to choose your coverage ends December 7th. So talk to United Healthcare and take advantage of a wide choice of plans, including an AARP Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. It can combine your hospital and doctor coverage with prescription drug coverage and more, all for a low monthly premium, or in some areas, no plan premium at all. Take advantage of $0 copays on all primary care doctor visits, all virtual visits, and preventive dental care. Plus $0 copays on hundreds of prescriptions. And with Renew Active, enjoy a free gym membership. So call United Healthcare and take advantage of the range of plans we offer, including PPO plans that let you see any doctor who accepts Medicare without a referral. Enrollment ends December 7th. Call United Healthcare or go online today.
At Healthy Minds, we recognize these are trying times, but we're here to help. Our personalized care and expertise in cutting-edge therapies can help you maintain good balance and vitality in your life. We can help you and those you care about. Contact Healthy Minds today.
It's time to introduce you to our pet of the week, Hazel. She's a 4-year-old cat who is part of the Lonely Hearts Club. Our friends at the Dane County Humane Society say Hazel-eyed lady is adorable, loving, friendly, and ready to join your family. If you're looking for a cat who loves snuggling and needs a bit more attention, Hazel is the girl for you. If you're interested in adopting Hazel or checking out the other animals at the Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org or set up an appointment at 838-0413. And last week's pet, Cooper, was adopted. Good for him. Congratulations. If you'd like to support the Humane Society, they are hosting a fundraising night at Buracho's Mexican Grill in Sun Prairie. This is happening Monday from 4 until 8 o'clock. 25% of sales will be donated to the Humane Society. So help them out there. Here's Chris with one final check of the forecast.
Several more beautiful days are in store for our forecast. We're going to top out around 69 today. Again, tomorrow, 70 for Saturday and Sunday, upper 60s on Monday as well. The change comes our direction into Tuesday. That high is at midnight. We're getting colder next week.
All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.